Hello, online crew. How is everybody today? So today we're going to talk about a friends list. So predominantly the angle that I'm going to take with this is in relation to Facebook. So Facebook friends. So if you're growing organically, so you're not doing paid advertising or you're not doing much of paid advertising, this is something that you might want to listen to. Those of you over on Instagram, although I'm sharing with you a strategy to sort of build up your friends list on Facebook with the right, avatar, potentially like the right potential audience. If you look at it from an Instagram perspective, it would be, people that you follow and that follow you. So the same kind of strategy can be used across platforms, but I am going to use Facebook as the example with this. So you may know that Facebook is still the predominant player, even though you might be interested in playing around on other platforms like Instagram, YouTube, those kind of things. So how do we maximize your opportunity to get in front of more of your ideal avatar? If you don't know what I mean by that language, like you're really new to sort of building on social media, it just basically means your perfect prospect. So how cool would it be for you to sort of put a post out on social media and it's in front of all the most amazing, perfect prospects, and, you say something that absolutely clicks with them because they're the right audience, they're the right target market, they're the right avatar, and then, they engage with that. Okay, isn't that what you want predominantly when you're building on social media, is to get your message in front of the right people? So when I first started building on social media, my thought process was, and this is kind of, I guess, what I was taught at the time as well: business page, Facebook advertising, personal profile is separate. That's for my family and friends. This is for building up my business, and I kept it very sort of separate. I've changed my tune over that, over the last sort of year or so, because you're not different people, whether you've got a Facebook group, a personal profile, a business page, a YouTube channel. You are one person and you have many interests, and you may have a business in direct sales or network marketing or a home-based business or something. So you shouldn't be doing different things necessarily in different areas because you're just one person. Okay, does that make sense? So this is really, really important if you're building organically and your main platform is Facebook. But as I said, you can use the same strategy over on Instagram as well. So ideally, you want to be building up your friends list with the perfect people. So firstly, that takes you to understand who are your perfect people. Do you know who your perfect people are? So in relation to that, I would ask you, what is it that you sell, or what is it that you want people to know that you do? It could be that you promote sort of multiple streams of income. It could be that you promote, weight loss or skincare or, jewelry or, just some kind of health and wellness, or insurance and finance, or, whatever it is that you do in your business. Okay. So if you had your Facebook full of like thousands of people that were all interested in that, do you think you might have a little bit more success with some of your social media posts versus what you might have now? Is that you post something that you put a lot of effort into, that's a curiosity-based post about a product or your business opportunity, and you don't get much traction. So you have the opportunity to change that, but how? Over time, if you can build up on your friends list, on your personal profile, a list of friends that are interested in what you are interested in as well, and what you sell, although just know that you can't openly sell on Facebook regarding your business opportunity. It's against their policies. So we have to do it in a really curiosity-based way. But if you did that and you got good at writing curiosity posts and everybody that was sitting there was interested in what you have, you'd probably have more success on social media. So how do we do this? How do we execute this? I would encourage you to, one, obviously check your incoming Facebook requests every day. Do not let them sit there. It's bad for your algorithm if you let friend requests sit there or you don't check them. So you may not always see a notification that says, such and such has sent you a friend request. So go and check, every day or every couple of days on who's friend requested you. Go and obviously check their profile. Do they look like a normal person? Do they look like a human being? Have they got a normal life? Whether you accept them or not. So clear those out every day, every second day. Okay, so there's your incoming. Now, what about your outbound? For those of you that have got really small friends lists, even if your personal profile is public, it's going to be really hard to grow your business at any speed because you simply don't have enough eyeballs on you. So if you want more eyeballs on you, you have to grow your friends list faster. Simple as that. So firstly, you need to know your sort of ideal customer, your target market. So what is that for you? Is that business opportunity minded? Multiple streams of income? Is it a certain sector of the market, like people that are interested in skincare or weight loss or, inflammation or energy or, sleep or whatever it is, okay? And then you want to go and try and find those people, in groups and friends of friends and things like that. So you might be somebody, let me give you an example to put some perspective on this for you. You might be somebody that might target other mums that want to stay at home with their kids. So you've got a business opportunity that can help mums generate income from home to stay home. So mums might be in your target market. I just want to really simplify this as an example. So there's a couple of things that you can do. You can obviously go and network in mums groups and things like that and make some new friends and friend request some people after, potentially a bit of a dialogue. You can also go to somebody that's in your ideal target market, pull up their Facebook on desktop, okay? And if they haven't got, and please don't do this in a spammy way. This is what a lot of people do in a spammy way. So with me sharing this strategy, I share it with caution because there are people that go to people's friends list, friend all their friends, and then just spam them. Please don't do that. This is about building connections with people that are like-minded. So you can go to a friend of yours that, might be friends with other mums that have got kids in a particular age group, and they're perfect. So you can go to a friend of yours or somebody on Facebook on desktop and go and have a look at their friends list. So you click on their friends, okay? And it'll bring up all their friends unless they've hidden them. A lot of us will hide them because of spammy people that target us with our friends and then they send them those spammy messages. Like, have you ever sort of come across that before on Facebook, that people spam people's friends? They just friend everybody's friends and then you send them a spammy message. This is not what we want to do with this. This is about building connections with the right-minded people, because here's what happens. The more people that you connect with that are like-minded to you, maybe like, other mums that want to stay at home, Facebook will start suggesting to you people that are like you and will start suggesting you to people that are like-minded to you. So then you can take a closer look at suggested friends and you can fill your Facebook friends with, the ideal people that are interested in what you have. So here's the difference. If your personal profile, you've only got like a couple of hundred people and it's all just family and friends, but you're being taught, put some curiosity posts out on, Facebook, it'll only be seen to the people that are connected to you. Does that make sense? So if the people that are connected to you on your personal profile are Auntie Joe and Mary and Cousin Bob and, all the rest of it, and you've only got 200 friends, you're not going to get very far on social media. So one, look at your incoming friend requests every day, every second day, and clear them out and start building up that way. Two, build up your own friends list with people that are like-minded to you or are in like-minded communities to you, are in Facebook groups like you, or you're looking at your friends that are like-minded, like you fill your Facebook friends list like with 80% of the people that are there that are like-minded to you. You're following along? So let's say you've got, and I've seen this happen. There are people that I follow that have got, a few thousand friends, but honestly, 80 to 90% of them that are following them are all in the same are all in the same sort of industry or have the same interest. Therefore, they get much more engagement. They've got much more to talk about. There's much more going on their social media profile because they're all relatable people. I even know in my personal profile, I have a lot of people in this industry on my personal profile. So when I put something out there, a lot of people that are commenting and engaging are people that are like me. That's what you want. And you want to deliberately build that up. And then here's the catch. Zach, I'm live. What's up? Okay. It's school holidays here in Australia, so the kids are home. You want to, build up with people, that are like you, so you can really get the maximum out of your personal profile, because you can be doing all the right things. You can write curiosity posts. You can do it all in a respectful way that's not offending against Facebook policies. But if the people that are there are not your people, what's the point? You could be trying your best to do the right things by Facebook and create curiosity. But if the people that are on your personal profile are not in your, not like-minded to you, not interested in what you have, what is the point? And this is where a lot of people say, I'm posting, but I'm hearing crickets. They're probably not the right people. So fill your personal profile as far as you can sort of, gauge with more of the people that are relatable to you, that are interested in what you have. And then once you build it up, I'm not a big fan of, like, if somebody tells you, get your Facebook friends list to 5,000 people, that can just destroy your algorithm as much as only having a few hundred people. Because if you've got 5,000 people there and, they're the wrong people, then it's going to kill your algorithm, because all Facebook sees is, oh, they've got 5,000 people there, but they do a post and not many people engage. So we're not going to send their post out to many of their 5,000 people because no one's really engaging with them. If you do start to build up over time, let's say you send out 10 requests, Facebook friend requests a day, and you can do that to get the right people on your personal profile, but purge it like every 6 months. So if you want to do that the manual way, that would require you going through your friends list and say, I don't even know who that is. Look at their profile. They haven't been active for 3 months. Okay, I'm going to remove them. And then keep your strategy up of 10 new friends a day. So eventually, do you see, you're recycling your friends list to be more of people that are engaged with you and enjoying your content, are like-minded to you. So if you do that over a period of time, like a year or two, you're going to end up with a lot of people and a lot more engagement on your personal profile that are listening to what you've got because they're like-minded to you. So you can purge in a couple of ways. You can go through painstakingly go through it manually, or there are services that you can pay. Like there's one, if you ever get to this point, just write it down and store this. Like, have you got any notes of software and things that get recommended to you that you just might store and look back at later? Write this down. Oh, actually, I'll put it in the chat because I think I've got it open in the background. I do. I'm not affiliated with this. I don't get any kickbacks for this, so don't take the wrong way. Now, when I post in the comments, please keep in mind, Instagram people can't see it. Those of you in my free Facebook group, you can't see it. You'd need to come back to my business page to pick this up, but I'll spell it out for you. I've just put it in the chat, which will appear on my business page. So it is www.PALADINO marketing, paladinomarketing.com/online-store. And you can pay, so it is a paid service, but you can pay $50 to, so this may not be relevant to you now. You might have just gone $50 for that. But as you grow, this is very worthwhile for your time to get rid of the people that aren't posting on social media or have never engaged with you. So what you can get for that service is that they will actually go through all your friends list. So you'd have to have a big friends list to make this worth it. But they can actually give you a list of all of your inactive and non-engaging friends. So if you get good at this and you friend request like 10 new people a day and you're monitoring your income and you're building up that friends list, at some stage, to still be effective with your social media posting and getting the right people looking at you, you want to purge that list. So you could do it manually and go through all of your 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 friends, Or you could sacrifice $50, go to somewhere like I just told you, that website, and they will actually give you a list, and then you can choose what to do with them, whether to keep them, re-engage them, or delete them. And then you can still build up your 10 friends list a day with people that are like-minded to you. So over time, your personal profile and growing organically can be super, super, super effective with people that are like-minded to you, interested in what you're doing, and engage with you. If you don't ever attend to this, if one, you're not friend requesting new people sort of every day or close to, then how are you ever going to get your message in front of new people? It's kind of essential to get, the right people on your personal profile. But if you keep doing it, you're going to build up your friends list, build up your friends list, build up your friends list, build up your friends list. Now, some of those people will never engage with you. And some of those people might stop being active on Facebook. So you don't want to keep them there. If somebody's not been active or not engaged with you, for 6 months or something like that, keep in mind a lot of people watch and don't say anything. I know a lot of people watch me and they never, ever, ever comment. So there are those people. So you might want to leave it longer, like a year or something like that. But there are services to help you be really effective with this. My point in having this conversation with you is how much effort are you putting into getting the right kind of people on your personal profile if you're predominantly growing organically? In one of your absolute DMOs in your daily method of operation should be connecting with new people on Facebook. You have such an opportunity, and Instagram, you have such an opportunity to reach the most perfect prospects, your ideal avatar, your ideal target market, all of that language that some of you may be familiar with, the marketing piece of network marketing. There's over 1 billion people out there. There's billions of people out there on social media. But if you're not strategically building up the right kind of people on your personal profile, you could be putting a lot of effort into posting and getting nothing in return because you don't have the right people on your personal profile. So make a little bit of time and effort to actually going out and finding the right people, build up the list, but purge your list every 6 months, whether you do that with your own time and energy or you put a few dollars behind it. So then you can build it up again. And over time, you'll just have this most amazing engagement on your personal profile because you've got the right people there. Does that make sense? Okay, just looking at a couple of comments here. Laurie, makes sense. I really had to cull out my friends list because they were inbred, only my team members that all were seeing my posts, and that's a very good point. So let me just address that. Some of you actually have messenger chat groups and Facebook groups, and you'll say, I've just posted this on my social media. Can you all give me some love? So that goes out to your whole team, and your whole team comments back on it, and they're the only people that comment back. That leads to what we call an inbred timeline. So be very careful of that. You don't want all your team rushing out in the first 15 minutes of a post because generally the first hour and a half of posting something is the most important for the algorithm and engagement and stuff like that. But if 100% of the people that did the engagement are all within your team, guess what message that sends to the algorithm? Well, this person likes this person and this person responding to that person and they're responding to those people. So we will continue to just send this person to that person and that person's content to that person. That's not what you want at all from Facebook. You might want a few posts just to encourage, because momentum creates momentum. You get a couple of comments and then, more comments come because somebody started it. There is that to look at, but you don't want, lots and lots of people within your own company to be the only ones that are commenting because you won't get your content out to people wider than that. Because those signals are going off to the algorithm or they're engaging with each other. We'll just send their content to each other. So the only people that are seeing your posts are people that are already in your team. So you've got to be really careful of the inbred stuff. Okay. Cheryl, I sometimes purge my friends list as their birthdays come up. I ask myself, who is this? I don't know them and they don't engage with me or aren't in my target market. I am from them. Here's a really good thing to do with birthdays. So take notice of them every day and send somebody a friend request. And if you sent them a birthday message, so happy birthday, do it the day before or the day after to get noticed more because you just blend in with everyone else that's doing it on the actual day. So deliberately do it a day before or a day after. That's easy for me to do in Australia because If you're in the US or Canada, your birthdays hit in Australia before they hit in your own country. So it's like, I know I'm early, but happy birthday, because I've already got the own notification it's your birthday, but in your part of the world, it's not actually your birthday yet. So that's easy for me to do. But just have a think of that. And if you've sent a birthday message a year ago and they didn't even love heart it or respond or say thank you or anything like that, that's probably a good indication to purge that person. Because a happy birthday message is one of the simplest ones for people to say thank you and engage in a conversation. So if you make that part of your DMO, the happy birthday messages, not for the intention of, which I've had a lot, those of you in a travel company, a happy birthday, here's a free promotional gift, as a discount. Like, to you, you're doing the right thing. To me, it's like, oh, that's so spammy. So just be careful of how you use the birthday message strategy. But a good way to clean out your friends list is if you have sent a birthday message and you go back the year after to send another birthday message and you've had no communication in between, you might want to purge that person. So that's that's one strategy you could use. Okay. Yes, connect with the right people on your personal profile. And if you're dedicated to this, if you're in this for the long haul in this industry, if you can build up your friends list to, a few thousand people, and majority of those people are in the industry that you are in or have the same interest in, like a health and wellness or a something or other, you will get more engagement, which will help the algorithm, which will help your business grow, because the right people will find you. But here's also the kicker, is you will be a friend that's suggested to people that are like-minded, and your friends' suggestions that like the incoming one, they're going to be quite well suited to being a friend of yours from Facebook or Facebook's data. So the more people that you can collate on your personal profile that are like-minded people, the more that friends suggest will work. What I would recommend is, if you've not been very good at this, you just send a friend request here and there. You've been a bit, not consistent with it. Dedicate yourself to the next 30 days of doing 5 to 10 friend requests a day outgoing, looking at your incoming requests every day, and being really mindful of the kind of person that you want there. And like-minded people, same interest, whether you find them in groups or they're friends of friends, which have got a similar interest to you, those kind of things. Like, if you try it for 30 days, the suggested friends thing will work better in 30 days' time, because it's already starting to track the people that you like to be connected to, and vice versa. So you've got to retrain the algorithm sometimes. So if you do this and you're consistent with this for 30 days, you'll benefit from that, with the algorithm afterwards. Okay. Norris, question. I have 2 Facebook profiles, one for business and the other for family and friends. Facebook has disabled my friends page and they are now asking for ID to review the situation. What do you suggest? Okay, Norris, the problem with that is that actually offends against Facebook policies. You're not allowed to have more than one personal profile. I know a lot of you do, because, some of you have done Facebook advertising and you've been shut down. So you've been told to set up another profile so you can do advertising. So I know there's a lot of people out there that do it, but from Facebook's policy standpoint, you're not allowed to have 2 Facebook profiles. And this is what I see a lot. Some people have a Facebook profile that they set up for business purposes. That is totally against Facebook policies. And it says that in black and white. If you're going to do any kind of business on Facebook, you have to set up a page. Or some of you might choose to set up a group, but you can't run a business from a personal profile, completely against their policies. So if they have asked for ID, you need to follow that request. But I don't necessarily think you're going to have a successful outcome with that one, Norris, because it is against their policies to have more than one personal profile, and it is totally against their policies to use a personal profile for business reasons. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. A lot of network marketers do it. A lot of people I see in marketing, lead generation, those kind of things, they've got it plastered in their banner, things like that. So it's a personal profile, but they're deliberately using it to build business. totally against Facebook policy. So I'm not sure if you'll get a successful outcome out of that, Norris, because it is against their policies. But just do what they ask and see how you go. Okay. And you're not alone, Norris. Like, don't feel targeted. People do this innocently. People set up personal profiles to build like a business, but it's actually against their policies. So you're not alone. There are other people doing it. So you just might not have much luck with Facebook because it is against their policies. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. The purpose of this discussion is to help you get your message in front of the right kind of people and connect with the right kind of people. If you really want to grow successfully on social media and you're doing it organically, so mainly from your personal profile, do it with curiosity. So curiosity-based posts. Do it around your passions. So if you've got a product attached to your business, that could be, around health and wellness or skincare or weight loss or finance or, business opportunity. You just got to be really, really careful if that's your main way of building your business, because it is against Facebook policies to openly build a business on a personal profile. So, but if you fill your personal profile with the right kind of people and you have the right message in front of the right kind of people, you're going to have more success than maybe you have now. So put some effort into growing up your network and growing your friends list to people that are like-minded to you. I hope I've been quite clear about the purpose of this, but you don't want to do any of that in a spammy way. And if you do friend request friends of friends, don't use it for the intention of then sending them a spammy message about your business. It's about building up the right network of people so it trains the algorithm to bring the right people to you and to suggest you to the right people. Okay, I hope that's quite clear about the intention of why I'm suggesting this. Okay, not to be spammy in any way. Okay, so go out, set a great DMO, friend request 5 to 10 new people a day. Some of you can do more, but don't do any more than 20 because that'll flag Facebook as to what you're doing and you're being spammy. So no more than 20 a day if you are trying to build up your friends list. But you do want to build up your friends list if you want to have more success on social media organically. Okay. So thank you for joining me today. I hope this all made sense. Tomorrow is my last live video of the week. So it's only in my free Facebook group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. So same time as today, but if you would like to join me live tomorrow, it's not on my business page, it's not on YouTube, and it's not on Instagram. So join me in my free group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, for that video tomorrow. Okay, so hopefully I'll catch you then. Bye.